Okay, welcome to Ignite. Carl Spencer, kick it off. He's going to be eating his donut for the next hour, and then he'll start teaching us. So give it up for Carl.
Thank you. Thank you. Take this out. I'm coming. Everybody, let's introduce ourselves since there's so many of us here. And you don't have to say anything, Tubby. Okay. He's getting prepped.
Kent Brown in the corner.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Want to introduce yourself?
No, I'm going to introduce him.
I'm Mason Smythe, new agent starting last week.
Welcome, Mason.
Carl's mentee.
I'm Tristan Danner, and I've been agent for a month.
Good job, Tristan.
Mason Jones, been an agent for a couple weeks, not too long.
You got it, Mason. Crushing it. This is seriously important. Everybody, have a serious moment here.
2 Masons in one class, 4 guys. It's like Mike in the 80s. My name is Patrick Parrott. I'm with Real Advantage Title. I have been in the business longer than 2 weeks, as you can tell by the bags under my eyes. But happy to be here. Happy to help Carl. He's a superstar.
Gracias. That means thank you. This guy over here to my left, this is Mr. Kent Down Brown. Kent Down Brown is working on becoming a Keller Williams agent. Oh, we forgot Rich. Rich, you have to say your name and say who you are.
Rich Cope. 10 months.
He's new to Keller Williams.
Yeah, just switched over about a month ago. Carl brought me over, so super excited.
Mr. Kent Down Brown over here to my left, who's working on joining Keller Williams, right? Yeah. Good. Tim's going to be watching this remote, so yes. The answer is yes. I'm just going to level with you. This is the world's best prospector. No question. He lives and breathes, eats, sleeps, drinks, prospecting. I've seen him prospecting while he's driving down the freeway. I've seen him prospecting while we're sitting in a restaurant together eating our lunch. He's constantly prospecting. It's a nonstop thing with him. So I wanted to bring him today because today is prospecting. Prospecting 101, guys. Who can just tell me what is the definition? Oh, and hold on. Sidetrack. Hunter, introduce yourself.
I'm Hunter. I had my license for about 4 weeks and from Houston, Texas.
You're in Houston?
I'm from Houston, but living here now.
I was stressed out. It's like, whoa. Johnny got big on the expansion, didn't he? So, thanks, Hunter. We're glad you're a part of our team. Oh. You talk to me about what is prospecting. Tristan, putting you on the spot.
Prospecting is looking for leads within, whether it's door knocking, calling your
Don't look at my freaking board.
I'm not.
Okay.
Door knocking, calling your SOI, BizBos, like
Perfect.
expired, trying to figure out.
Prospecting in and of a nutshell is the attempt to gather new business. There are so many ways. In fact, how many do I have? 2 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different ways right here to prospect. They are very different. A lot of them are the same. Does that make sense? They're all different, but they're all, whoa. On top of that, the key to them is just targeting a specific audience, okay? My background, I worked for, geez, Ken, what was it, 2 years? About 2 years. At a company here in the Valley that teaches agents how to prospect. That's how I got into real estate. I was sitting there and was like, man, I've told you this before. These schmucks make a ton of money. Go ahead.
Can we get your bio real
My bio. Yeah, I'm Carl, son of Darwin, from Puyallup, Washington. It's a nice place. Yes! Get on up here. Welcome, Callie. It does rain a ton. In fact, my senior year of high school, we set the record that year for the most rain consecutively, 67 days straight of rain. It was weird. I didn't even notice. Didn't really quite notice it had rained 67 days straight, but they just were like, oh my gosh, we broke a record. I was like, wow, you're so cool. Yeah, so Mr. Ken Down Brown, him and I met each other at this company. Fast forward, now we're in Utah, okay? And we're working at this company here in the Valley that teaches agents how to prospect, teach agents how to start out and acquire new business, go after clients, and target it. They focus on 5, 6 specifics on this, okay? And I had a lot of fun doing that. I really enjoyed selling to agents and working with agents and training them. But again, I was just like, man, I can do this. I'm sitting here selling a subscription for a couple $100 and making 20, 30 bucks off this subscription. But these guys are taking my stuff that I've taught them and trained them how to do, and they're going and making 6 to 10 grand off of each one of these. I was like, all right, we're out of here. So I quickly jumped into that, got my license, and continued on with my license while I was still at this company. And then later on, almost a year in, I decided to make a full-time switch to just going straight into real estate. And that's been going on for almost 3 years now. Almost 3 years I've been on my own. It's been really fun. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's talk about why we prospect. Okay, there's a big key. There's a reason why Mr. Kent here, I'm just going to keep throwing him all the time on the bus. There's a reason why Mr. Kent here prospects in the car, driving to restaurants, eating at restaurants, in the morning when he wakes up. There's a reason why he's constantly prospecting. Even when he has, his 10, 15 under contract, he's still prospecting. Why? Somebody help me with that. Yes. And more importantly, right now, the people I started working on today, the person I took a phone call of this morning to go over what they're looking for coming here from Florida, this is my business in the next 90 days. It's going to take 3 to 6 months for that lead to now transition to close. I know that. That's normal. Therefore, if you're not actively getting people that are calling you and you're starting out fresh in the business and people haven't yet picked up the fact that you are a real estate agent, or they're a little scared because they're like, holy cow, this is the biggest transaction of my life. And frankly, they just started. I don't know. Your job is to be prospecting to gather the extra leads. The point of today's class is to learn about these different leads, okay, to go over them. We're going to learn about scripts and how to target them with Mr. Kent Brown. He's going to take a time to teach us about that. Mr. Patrick Parrott over there is going to go over assets, resources that we have that are outside of just hiring other companies to provide leads for us. And then on top of all of that, we're going to practice together, and then we're going to get on a dialer and we're going to gather leads today. You guys are going to make calls today. So, nope. Today's the day. You're going to do it. We're going to make some calls together, okay? It's going to happen. We have so many different options to choose from what you want to target. I've got leads for every single one of these. So you could pick which one you want to target. Okay, we've talked about what's important on prospecting and why we prospect, right? Let's talk about what specifically these different prospecting items are. Everybody know what this one is? FSBO, for sale by owner. A little tough in Utah, right? A little hard. You remember, Josh, what was it, 3-4 weeks ago? Tim was talking about adjusting to the market, right? In one of our team meetings. Watch that training. Ken's the man. Adjusting to the market means let's level with each other. Hey, we got new people. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Let's talk about this in a serious sense. And I don't mean to bash on my profession. It's what I do for a living, right? But frankly, I just sold a house for myself this last week. I am a real estate agent, so I was able to throw it on the MLS like that. However, I put a sign in front of my house. I'm getting 3 to 4 calls a day on that sign. Most of them don't have agents. They're just calling this sign. Hey, I saw this sign. What is it selling for? Can I buy it? No, it's under contract. Go away. But seriously, guys, FSBOs right now are a little tough. Just because you know as well as I know, if they really do get it on Zillow and put it on the thing, they're going to get offers. That's going to happen. The market's the hottest it's ever been in the history of ever. Will they get the best quality of service? No. Will they be represented by someone that's a professional negotiator? No. Will they be protected potentially from various items of lawsuits that Dean keeps us out of? No. But in their heads, they don't know those things. They just want to sell, right? They just want to put on the market, and happy day for them. They're going to save so much money. My favorite was, this was a client actually that Kent and I worked on together.
You're with title.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, because you probably deal with this a lot.
Oh, hand Kent a microphone. So,
He's got a mic. So the Zoomers can hear.
well, he needs a mic. You need a mic.
I will stand there.
We got 2.
Those are 2.
There's dose.
Can you hear me? Click that mute button.
There's a little mute button.
Can you hear me now? Cool. So we use Access Title in Orem for all of our transactions. They're just connected right to our office.
Yep.
And I was just curious about it one day. So I went in there and talked to them. And they said it would amaze you how much money people actually end up losing by going for sell by owner. So if you guys want a line for that, if you're working with a family member, whatever, I'm really thinking about doing for sell by owner. Do you ever disagree with them? Yes or no?
I wouldn't mind having that conversation, but haven't done it yet.
Yeah. So
That'd be like awesome.
yeah, if you have a family member that's like, hey, I'm thinking about just selling it on my own. First thing you never want to do is disagree with them, especially on the phone. So yeah, I totally get it. You want to sell for sell by owner. Quite honestly, if I were in this situation with this hot of a market, I'd likely do that myself. Can I explain to you, or were you aware, and then I go, and were you aware that 2/3 of transactions don't close at the same, at the same terms and price that were originally negotiated at the beginning of the contract? Were you aware of that? And most
No.
of them, no,
No.
you weren't. So really where my value is negotiating the best price once you go under contract. Can I show you how I do that?
Yeah, I'd love that.
And then you just go into your presentation and show them your worth. But would you, I guess to give you confidence with for sell by owners, would you agree?
No, I would agree. The
that
other
for sell
thing
by owners lose a lot of money selling it themselves?
they do, and the other thing that's fairly unique to this market as opposed to years past is multiple offers.
Yeah.
So when you're doing a for sale by owner and all of a sudden you have 7 offers to deal with and trying to navigate that and then addendums on top of that, it becomes very overwhelming. And
What's the one thing you're going to look at though? If you're a for sale by owner, what's the one, if you get multiple offers?
yeah, well,
what's the
they're
one thing?
they're going to take the biggest. They're probably going to take the highest price, right?
Is that always the best though?
But no, it's not. And oftentimes they'll agree to the first thing that comes through the door.
Yeah.
So like you end up leaving money on the table because they're not, either prepared for multiple offers or don't know how to manage them. So it's a great point.
So for sell by owners, get it out of your mind that they're not good here in Utah, because truly your worth is getting them to the closing table at the same price and conditions that were originally agreed to. That's where you're worth it. Because Could you put a home on the market and it has 10 offers the next day? Absolutely, in this market.
Yep.
But you're going to run into inspection issues, appraisal issues, financing issues. Those are the big three that I'm going to navigate around and make sure you don't lose money.
Thank you. Yeah. Just gave you a little sneak peek. Don't say sorry. Just gave you a little sneak peek at what this guy does every day. Okay. Kent and I had a friend together that wanted to list a house at 449, right? Let's run the numbers. Well, originally no. Originally no. But freaking hate people. Rich has already heard the story like 7 times, right, Rich? How many times have you heard this now? Okay, let's run through the numbers. I said, yeah, confidently, Kent and I are going to be able to sell this house at 449, no question. We know how to market. We know how to do our thing. They said, great. Now that you've taught me how to do that, I'm going to sell it by myself. Thank you for giving me your information. I did not sign your exclusive right to sell yet, so appreciate you. Wow, what a great friend. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, freaking good pal. Okay. What did they end up closing at a few weeks later? They closed at $430,000. Now they're so excited because guess what they only paid? A 1% BAC, and they ended up listing their house on the MLS with someone, we're not going to say negatives about a person, they have green billboards, but they have $2,000 fee to list the house. Close, right? On this one, it was a close friend. Negotiations got tough. This is where I've talked about this in my other class. The BAC, the other class I did a couple times ago, win the seller, right? BAC, I don't negotiate the BAC. On my personal house I'm selling right now, 3%. Any agent that brings a client, that spends their time working with a client, yeah, I pay out 3% because that's the right thing to do, okay? That's my own personal beliefs though. I actually offered this one to this guy who's already bought a home with Kent, done great business with us. I offered him 1% as the seller's commission. That's a 4% total. On 449, he would have paid out $17,960. Okay? And that's what scared him. I don't want to do that. I want to do this. I want to save money. But unfortunately, without great representation, he lowered his purchase price this much. We would have netted him at this sale, at that purchase price. He would have sold his house realistically for $431,940. $431,440. That's what he would have netted had he just paid the commission and just had somebody take care of everything for him and do it. Instead, he sold at $430,000 and still paid out 1% on top of that plus another $2,000 when you just do the math. This client lost, deciding to go this for sale by owner feature, $7,340. I actually messaged this guy and told him, congratulations on selling your house. I saw it sold. Here's the number breakdown. Looks like you lost a lot of money. Call me in the future. It didn't go great, but that's okay. It's just, at some point, you've just got to lay it out for people. And this, you are welcome to take this example anytime you go to a for sale by owner appointment, because this is what happens. This is what Kent was pointing out. So many people get so excited that they have sold a home and they have saved so much money in their head. I only paid $2,000 to the listing agent. I didn't pay you 3%. Great. This is what comps are showing me that you should have sold at. This is what you ended up selling at because you didn't have someone answering phone calls for your listing. You didn't have someone putting out command Facebook marketing on your listing. You didn't have someone updating your MLS daily and doing a snapshot to see what targets are looking at my listings. How many favorites do I have on my listings? You didn't have someone calling every showing to say, tell me the feedback. What'd you like? What was a positive, negative? Oh, you had a question about this? No, we'll actually leave for you if it's a breaker. Guys, agents are worth their weight in gold when it really breaks down to it. So remember that when you do for sale by owners. As Kent says, Best leads out there. No, I'm just kidding. That's not his. He has other favorites that he likes. Let's talk about expireds. Anybody know what an expired is? Yeah, so we have in Utah a couple different statuses, and I've actually pinpointed these. So there's an expired here, and then these are canceled and withdrawns. Canceled in and of themselves, their own category, okay? But both of them get the little black dot in the MLS. Go ahead, Tristan. You have something?
Yeah. So how do you look for, sorry, this is a little behind, but how do you look for sale by owners on the MLS?
We'll talk about that.
Okay. And then what program do you use for expireds?
We'll talk about that. You're getting ahead. You're getting excited, Tristan. Oh. What program? They're good. We'll talk about it later. Expired. Expireds are 180 days or more on the MLS. So this home came on the market in, now this is not all of them, right? Kent still hunts these down and finds them. Most of these are, they had probably the worst agent that could have ever worked with them, or realistically, they were probably 1 million plus, right? Probably in today's market. Are you seeing a lot of expireds under 1 million? No.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah. Here's what people do here in Utah.
Grab the mic. You got it. My Zoomers have to hear you.
So what people will do in Utah, and this is mostly what we'll see, is they'll go into this canceled and withdrawn. So they'll take their home off of the market for one reason or another. And then it sits on the market. So let's say day 27, they took it off. It'll sit on the market for another 153 days, and then it will expire off of the market. Does that make sense? So it switches from a canceled and withdrawn to an expired. So that's mostly what we're seeing.
Cancels, in most situations, are relatively okay to call. They have canceled their agreement with their agent. They are in a canceled status, okay? However, a withdrawn status gets the little purple dot on the MLS. This is a danger zone for you to call as an agent, and you must be careful in this. This is Dean's safety plug. A withdrawn status, in most situations, does not mean they are completely staying off the market forever. They're just pulling it off for whatever reasons. I had to go into withdrawn status in Harriman because my clients, the tenants that were in the home, all got the Rona, the big Rona. And so I could not let people tour the house until the health department deemed it safe. So those 6 dudes got to hang home, play video games, blow their nose in a tissue every few hours. And they had a great 3 weeks. But I, on the other hand, got to take my listing off for 3 weeks until finally they all got the green stamp that they were clear. Lucky for them, like, bless their heart, but lucky for them, they got a very mild strain of it. But they all tested positive, which sucked. So they were quarantined. My withdrawn, though, returned to active status. So if you ever look at withdrawns, you'll see in agent notes, most agents will write, contract still in place, do not call. And that'll be in the agent note features, okay? Not public information, agent features. Canceled, however, if they really are canceled, you may still run into this experience where they have a listing agreement in place and they canceled for some reason that they needed to do. If you ever do reach someone that says that, you need to immediately apologize and you need to get off the phone. It is not your time to sell them. You do not get to continue on your pitch and try to solicit your services. They have an exclusive right to sell in place, okay, for that. Now, as Kent said, this is what I see a bunch. Kent's seeing a bunch of these guys, the cancels, withdrawns, turn to expireds, and if a withdrawn turns to an expired, bingo, bango. It's all yours to call. Get at them, okay? Circle geoprospecting. I'm going to say it. This is probably my favorite. Definitely my favorite, okay? A circle geoprospecting is when you farm. That's another term for it, farming. So you're going to drop a pin on the map, maybe work around one of the listings you have, maybe work off somebody else's listing if you don't have it. You're getting information and you're reaching out to the neighborhood to check into this, okay? To see what they have available for you. This one is exclusive, isn't it? Is it still exclusive, Kent? Furbo. Everybody else has it now too? Everybody else has it now too. I thought just the company we worked with had this, but that was back then. Now everybody else has it too. For rent by owners. Now these are awesome to call. Why? Because not very many people call them. And frankly, how many times have you ran into an angry for rent by owner person? Ever? No. How many times have you ran into an angry expired person? A lot. At FSBOs? Every day. People get super annoyed when they're in these two categories because you have a lot of people out there making their living calling these things, and they are blasting them. Like, we're talking about a lot of phone calls, okay? So prepare yourself mentally. You need to be ready for those, and it's going to be fine. It's also just great entertainment. So if you're having a rough day, call one of these guys and just see how they're doing. Because I promise after 30 phone calls within 2 hours, they're going to be annoyed that they're getting phone calls about listing their house again, okay? Furbos, though, for rent by owner. These are people that have posted their homes on KSL, Rentler, which is the same thing as KSL, Zillow for rent, you know, anything like that. Facebook, not Facebook yet. People haven't learned how to algorithm harvest Facebook. But that's a good idea for you. Target the Facebook folks and call them. Yeah. These are literally just people are posting a home for rent. So for Zoom, Rich just asked if the for rent by owner are people that are trying to do rent to own situations. No, these are literally people that own a home. They're not using a property management company. They've listed their house or apartment or duplex or triplex. And why are you calling them? We don't really care about rentals, do we? Except for the fact that the person that owns this, and that's why they're owner, right, by owner, those people that own that most likely would like to maybe get another one. Yeah, Mason.
I talked to an old landlord today, and I saw his house was listed on Homey.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
Logan?
No.
Okay, good.
No, he was my landlord.
Oh.
And he was selling his house, and his wife was selling her old house. They were both divorced and then got married, and they both had rentals. And she had a bad experience with their rentals, so they were selling their rentals. So sometimes owners just get sick of renting out their place too.
So are you tired of trying to rent by yourself? Would you like me to put this house on the market while you have a vacant unit so I can show it? And do you have any idea what you can get for a fourplex right now in Utah County?
Along with that, most of those owners have probably owned it for a long time, so their equity is through the freaking roof, and a lot of people would love a lump sum of money.
Yeah. Ken, do you have anything to put in on for Furbos? You like them? You love them?
They're more buyer leads than they are seller.
Yeah. Kent said they're more buyer leads than seller leads. And that's true. You really are finding people. Ken, is it okay that I tell you secrets? Yeah, it's fine. Nobody cares. Go for it. Thanks. It's not like you do anything special, JK. One of the most ninja-like things that I know that Kent does, Kent's crazy. Kent will call people in California that are for rent by owners. And he does that because California people are used to $1 million, $2 million per duplex or $3 million for a fourplex. So Kent loves calling California investors to say, hey, are you interested in buying more properties? By the way, I can actually get you a fourplex here in Utah. I'm in Utah. It's nestled in between two of the largest campuses in the state of Utah for college. We can gather you about $1,000 per unit. So you're going to be $4,000 rent gathered, and you can buy that for $650 right now. What? No way. I don't have to pay $3 million for that? No, sir. You can just come right over here to Utah. So can't make some really creative ways to target people outside to bring them to Utah. Genius. Let's talk about probates. Is this still only with one? Right, and Vulcan doesn't do that. So there's 4 main dogs in the prospecting world. Remember these, okay? Mojo, okay? Land Voice, Vulcan 7, and RedX. Real Estate Data Exchange, Vulcan 7, Land Voice, Mojo. Land Voice, I believe, is still the only one that's working on probates. I know they have them.
We define probate.
Probate, somebody has died. They are, and there's a reason why only one company does it, and they're frankly the worst. That's a tough call. You're essentially calling a family to tell them, my condolences for the loss of your family member. Is there a home inside a trust or something that needs to be sold of their asset?
So right now, I'm working on getting the contact for someone who died 5 years ago, maybe more.
Probate.
It's still a probate?
That's probate.
Okay.
Probates just mean that they post the deaths, are public record, right, of people that have recently died. And then you can, if it's not in a trust, yeah. It's it's a tough call. I'm going to be honest. Do it at your own discretion. I have never made calls to probates just because it's an emotional thing. You're calling a sensitive spot. Okay, my second, definitely though, I told you GeoLeads was my favorite, but I'm going to say Sphere is my favorite. This is where I thrive. This is my bread and butter right here. Because this one's so versatile, right? A Sphere agent works off of referrals, things like that, right? And so, Callie, believe it or not, you probably have prospected this last week. In fact, I know you prospected this last week. You prospected yesterday. Callie made a wonderful post introducing her listing, congratulations, and letting the world know, yo, I'm Top Dog Callie. I just listed a house within a couple weeks of having my license. You should hit me up. What she's going to gather from that are a bunch of friends all liking and commenting on your Facebook posts, right? And what she's going to do with those, because she's Top Dog, is she's going to be following up with those people in Messenger or calling and texting them. I saw you commented on my post. You had a question. This is Sphere prospecting. This is contacting people that you know already. They know your name. They understand who you are. You're informing them of what you do. Mega agents, they can make millions and millions and millions off of this. So why do we have command? Trick question. We have command because every time that you sell a home, what's really tough is that there's not a lot of databases out there that you would have to meticulously add every person that you've ever worked with into a database. Because Keller Williams set up the way it is, anybody that you write a contract for and create an opportunity for, therefore must be a contact in your command, right? And so those contacts in your command translate to a sphere that is available to work on. And there are numerous opportunities that Keller Williams provides to contact those through your command system. So your doggone contacts in command. Okay. 3 more. No, we already talked about it. Cold calling. So these are just kind of the basic types here that I kind of did for us, right? And door knocking, 100% most effective. You will have the highest success rate as a conversations per closed deal. Door knocking will produce that. Go ahead, Tristan.
It's just a question I have. When people have a no soliciting sign on their door, do you still knock or no?
Oh, can't ask me that. I'm teaching Ignite for behalf of Keller Williams. You can't ask me those questions. The answer is no.
I'll answer it.
You can't say in the microphone.
Depends on what you're door knocking for. So if I'm doing an open house,
That's true.
I did this yesterday. I knocked on those soliciting doors because I am promoting the open house. Not selling them anything.
It's true. So I guess that's your key, right? Is if you run into a no soliciting situation, you need to not be soliciting. Hi, my name's Tristan. Will you buy or sell a house with me? Can't you read the sign? No, thanks. I don't smoke. That makes them real mad. Don't do that. Okay. Yeah. So just work how you word it. Okay.
I did door-to-door sales, and I always looked at no soliciting signs as people that can't help you. Tell you no. That's what they have them. So
Fact.
they're nice people to talk to. And truly, they are.
Yeah. I have a no soliciting sign. Yeah. I have done window washing.
Because he's a sucker. Like
I've bought a water softener, a doggone water heater from a door-to-door salesman, a vacuum. Ugh. A $3,000 vacuum. It is, and it's the worst. It's in our basement. It doesn't even work.
Hey, Carl, one more question.
Yeah.
How many agents have you had call you for your house that was listed for sale by owner?
No. I did not list for sale by owner. I could have, is what I'm saying. But my home, no. Heavens no. I have the MLS.
You are selling.
Oh, yeah, technical terms. I am technically the owner, and I am the owner agent. Cold calling, we just talked about that. That is what, boom. Literally, you're picking up a phone, you're smiling and dialing. It's Circle Geo, it's, contacting these people that are cold leads that don't know you. And now I'm going to actually take time because there are some really awesome things. You have a microphone? Let's take that. Mr. Patrick Parrott is going to talk about something really important. Did you guys know why I invited Mr. Patrick Parrott here? Because he is with Real Advantage Title. You're like, okay, Carl, we get it. Title is important to close a house, so we have clear title and insurance. But also, Patrick here has access to, here you go, this one's yours. Oh, this is the one to control that. Patrick here has access to I'll hold for you, pen and this. He can access so much stuff that's public record that we just don't see on a normal basis. Okay, so let's see what he's doing.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you can go to whatever you want.
I'll show you. We have a.
Will you? Do you want to use? Or do you want this one?
No.
Since you're typing.
So. I unmuted. So we have an app that you guys have access to as agents that will do the geo farming for you. So we can build neighborhood searches through the app, and there's different ways to utilize that for you. You can head. Yeah, depending on how much time do I have, Carl? How much time do I have?
An hour. I'm just kidding. However long.
I can show you. Probably the easiest way is to do a one-on-one where I can just sit down and do it with you. But what we'll do is I can just kind of show you what it looks like real quick. And so we'll go into a certain, like as Carl mentioned, if you have a property of interest, something that you just recently sold in your neighborhood, if it's one of your listings, or if it's another property that you think is in a great neighborhood, you can go in and we can actually kind of geofence around that, and we can pull up data. Basically, we can break it down however you want. If you want to do owner occupied, non-owner occupied, how many bedrooms you want, you can find out how long the home's been owned, and if data shows that most people sell after 5 years, you can filter it and go, I just want houses that have been owned by the same owner for longer than 5 years. We can also, we can't pull loan information so much. We can tell you what they financed it for when they bought it, but it won't necessarily show, how much equity they have, because some people want that as a determinant. But anyway, we can really customize it. We can do a radius search. We can build it around certain streets. We can extract just apartments, condos that are owned by investors that are not non-owner occupied. Kind of all of that stuff. And then if you want to do mailings, a lot of people do the old school card mailings. We'll format the labels and we'll send you the file so you can print those yourself. So, did that answer your question? So, let's see if I can pull this up. Oh, it's hard doing things one-handed with when I get old.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Can you? I'm on Zoom. Can you tell me your name again? And
I'm Patrick Parrott, and so let's see here. And I'm with Real Advantage Title. This is our site, and you can all log in. I'll give you the opportunity to do that. You can start your own account, and then there's different ways to build farms. And I'll just show you a few of these. This is just one I did in Eagle Mountain. Let's see if this has it on there. So it'll pull up. There's 207 records in this one. It shows the owner occupancy rate at 89%. The turnover rate is 7.25%. This one doesn't show average years owned because it's probably new. But let's just pull the map up here. Yeah, so I was looking for condos in this one for non-owner occupied. So I just did a geo search. They wanted 200 names. They're going to do a mailing because this is just something that they just listed. This is another agent here in the office. And so if you can tell here on this, it has all these little bodies inside the icon there. That means they're owner occupied. The ones that are empty are non-owner occupied. And so if you're out door knocking, then you know you're not probably going to go to the ones that are just rented unless you're looking for buyers. But if you want to click on one of these and say you can zoom in, but say you click on that guy, it'll pull up a property profile. You can actually see, this will work. You can see the owner's names. This one actually is owned by two different people. So maybe they're cohabitating. They bought it in 2017. It's 4 bedrooms. But if say you're knocking that door and they're interested in selling, you can actually turn it into a lead or a prospect, and then you can rate it. So say we want to make that a lead, and you want to score it, and you can add a note like they're looking to move in 6 months. And then when you go back to that farm, see if I can get this to work. Left-handed. It also has a tax ID number on there too, which is also handy. So now you see right there, that turned that into a lead. It's got a little L on there. So when you go back to reference this, a month or two later when you've door knocked, you can tell if they're leads. If they're not interested, you can score them. And so you can pull this all up on your phone. It's all on a mobile app. So we can build a farm for you, and then you'll have it available and you can adjust it as you knock. And so for some people, that's handy. You can actually take a picture of the house too, and it'll pull a property profile up for you from your phone, accessing the data. So anyway, really quickly, and you can do net sheets from here. I can teach you how to do the farms on your own, but if you're out prospecting and you just say, hey, this is a property that I want to profile on, I don't have time to do it right now, shoot me the tax ID, I'll pull the profile for you and email it to you, within a few minutes, or I'll build the farm for you and we can customize it and tweak it as we go. So anyway, that's just it in a nutshell. Any questions? I don't want to take too much time. But anyway, that's a great geo thing for you. Yeah. Yep, I can do it today, or we can do it another time. Takes 5 minutes.
Am I back on? Now there's one rule, guys. We're muted. Good. This is a non-written rule. But in seriousness, he won't say it because it's not kosher for him to say it, but I'll say it. If you're contacting a lender, a title officer to get a list and gather leads, if you get leads off of that, send them those leads, okay? If you're contacting a title person to say, hey, Patrick, can you pull this farm for me so that I can get business? Not really cool if you're like, oh, by the way, I'm also going to send this to another title company. You know what I'm saying? So play nice in the sandbox. And don't use and abuse. Okay. Who's ready for some fun? Oh, you are in for it. All right. Let's log in. Guys, while I'm logging in and getting rolling, Kent, will you grab that mic and will you go over where you get your best scripts and what you prefer? There's a mic right here. Just give a little chat about scripts because, guys, what are we at, 11 or 11:30? It gets over at 11:30. We got an hour and 10 minutes. This next hour and 10 minutes, we're going to be specifically now learning hands-on what to say, how to do it on the phone, and then we're going to be spending time prospecting. We've got enough accounts here between us that we can have you guys practicing and just going over a couple small pieces to it, okay? So tell me you've got an energy drink in that bottle.
I had a Monster.
That's what do it. Vortex.theredx.com.
Is this your guys' preferred?
This is where I used to work. Oh no, that's not it. Shoot. It's a la carte. Yeah, you do.
You're the second person I've met.
Tell me it's gonna work.
I know. At Red X, but
Aha! What?
Greg, he works for Sunrock. Oh yeah. The tennis coach at Springville. Yeah. So my wife's the assistant coach.
What's his last name?
Wakey, wakey.
Is that with Springville? So he's from Toronto, right?
I have.
Zoom, can you guys see this?
Yes.
Thank you. It's been a little bit since I've logged in. Don't judge me. Don't judge me here. I've got 77,000 leads to call. Let's do this. Freak, yeah, I do, I think. What are you talking about? Yeah, I do, right there. Do I not? You text him. You're going to add one? Okay, hold on. My dialer is being added. Now let me do you a little walkthrough, man. It's been a couple of years since I've taught this. Okay. This is my Red X account. It's kind of just here, gathers dust. It's nice. Whoa, bro.
Do the ones that say in progress or like?
I logged into the wrong one. That's why. I'm in the wrong one. Will you look up what my username is? I had two. One of them has GeoLeads, and that's it. One of them has my whole kit and caboodle, and this is not it. No.
Yes.
No, not this one. There's another one. Go back? Sorry, guys. You need to talk about scripts while I find myself. Where you get them, where you love them, what you do with them.
So I personally do Mike Ferry. I mean, honestly, get a script. If you're looking for a script, find one that matches your personality type. If you're pretty timid and you don't like confrontation at all, Mike Ferry is not the script for you. I would go more with like a Ricky Carruth script where you're just asking them how their day's going, creating small talk. I like Mike Ferry, though. Has a lot of really good questions, one. And then two, it's just pretty to the point. Not as conversational, which is good. Gets you to the appointments, gets you through people that want to talk to you a little bit quicker. Who here is nervous to prospect? Or who here has prospected as far as like getting on the phone, cold calling? You have. Okay. And you still get nervous?
Then it's like, well, why the heck are you calling me? I haven't talked to you in 6 years, you know? So, yeah, but usually, because I have had a couple of that were in my contact list that I hadn't talked to in several years. But I mean, I just started out just, hey, how's it going? It's been a long time, you know? And usually I know a little bit about them. So I'll ask them about their family or how work is going or whatever. And that kind of breaks the ice. And then it's not as awkward.
Yeah, definitely. So your COI, SOI, the best line you can use is, hey, Carl, this is Kent. This is a business call. Do you have a quick minute for me? Don't lie to them. I mean, you're calling to get business. I think on your follow-up calls, if you sell someone, then follow up with them. Everybody write this book down, Ninja Selling. It's going to be the best one for your past clients, SOI, COI. So Ninja Selling is about real estate, how to talk to your past clients, how to talk to your current clients. Really, it's about ebb and flow with your sphere. If you're in flow with your past clients, they're going to refer you business and they're going to give you continual business. As soon as you're out of flow with them, they're going to choose whoever they're in flow with. So for example, have you ever used someone for whatever service that you've really loved? Anybody that you're just like, man, never given my business to anybody else. And then have you ever used someone else? Because you got out of flow with them, they didn't follow up with you for whatever reason, just kind of diminished. So stay in flow with them. As far as scripts go, like I said, pick one, stick with it, memorize it. It's going to be horrific your first month of calling. You're just going to sound like a robot. Get used to it. Memorize, internalize, and then make it your own are the 3 rules for following scripts. So memorize the script, which is what you're going to do, and that's going to make you sound like a robot. Hi, this is Kent. I'm looking for Carl. Hi, Carl. I noticed your home came off of, like, it's just going to sound bad, and it doesn't matter as long as you're doing it and going down the script. Once you memorize it, internalizing it just means I'm going to start making this my own, which comes after a few months of doing it, and it's just going to sound a lot more natural. Found it?
I found the real one. Wakey.
Here's my positive affirmation every day though. When I'm like, man, I hate prospecting. This is not my favorite thing. Because truly, I'm decent at it, but it's not my favorite thing to do. But as I'm reading through the scripts, my positive affirmation is I get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to sit on my butt and read a script all day.
Oh, no, I don't want it.
You don't use the script for.
I don't care.
Yeah. A script, once you memorize it and internalize it, is a guideline. That's all I would look at it as. Like, you probably know how to close. You've been doing real estate for a long time. You know your process is to get someone through a contract, right? but you still have your process. Really, what's the most important thing that you can do to a person to get into rapport with them?
We don't have any 801s.
I don't know. Does anybody know how you can get in rapport with someone the quickest?
I don't.
I mean,
understand.
just throw out something.
I don't know. What you
Yeah, deliver value.
Make a connection.
How do you deliver value? How do you make a connection?
Find a need.
How do you find a need?
Ask questions.
Ask questions.
No, I don't want that.
So that's all scripts are. If you go through, here, I'll hand this to you. If you go through this script, what is 99% of that script? Questions. That's all they are. Can you really help someone if you don't know why they're moving? Can you help someone if you don't know where they're going?
How embarrassing.
Can you help someone if you have zero idea of what their motivation is? No. So that's what scripts do, is they ask questions to find out motivation. Once you know motivation, then you can help them.
Is that your company script book?
No, so this is Mike Ferry's script book. I know that KW has.
Yeah, we have one.
You guys have script books?
Yeah, in our.
Yes. Good. We don't even need to go over scripts. Good.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Guys, I forgot to tell you about one lead, and that's embarrassing. Foreclosures. You guys get a lot of questions right on, I want to find auction houses, things like that. Total another type of lead to call.
Waste of time.
You did, and that's okay, because I was going to say that. It's literally a load of hocus pocus. Why? Because anytime that a bank serves a late notice to a house, most of the time, depending on what bank it is, they post that data publicly. Zillow, the incredible company they are, thinks that means they're in foreclosure, so they then grab all their data and list it on Zillow as a foreclosure or pre-foreclosure. And so you get a lot of weird calls. Don't pay your mortgage late, otherwise you're going to get calls, and it's awkward. But it also freaks people out. So maybe that's their tactic to make them pay their bill. Because they start getting investors that call and say, I noticed you're in foreclosure. Can I come see your home? And they're like, what? I just was one couple of days late on making my payment, man. Bad. Awkward. Okay. I'm in. I'm going to go to my favorites. Geo leads. I know it's lonely in here. Okay. It's time. This is my other account. Oh, I had to adjust it on your thing, by the way, so you might get in trouble. The billing date was all backed up. Okay. We're thinking for a minute. Fastest house.
Fastest house for what?
That I sold. I'm trying to think of one of my listings. Let me go here. Because I'm going to gather, essentially what I'm going to do here is plug in an address of a listing that I've sold. Okay? Let's get in here. Let's see what we got.
Here, I'll give you one. Well, I want me to just log into mine.
Yeah, I want you to do yours, but I want to put mine up here too, because this is, I don't want to call that neighborhood. I don't want to call my neighborhood. I will call this neighborhood.
Done that. Do it again.
Good place. I don't need that. Oh, I know. Okay. Okay. Here we go. 3176 West Willow Bend, Lehi, Utah. Okay. Kazenga. That's my little house that I'm selling. I'm going to search this neighborhood. I'm going to take 2 phones. This is, just like Patrick had talked about, this is an automatic filter that tells me how many years they've lived in the home. That means how many phone numbers. So these phone numbers are not a guarantee. There is, what % chance they're right? What? I'm asking, what chance?
Oh, I thought you said 1%.
Oh, no.
Geo leads are 50%.
50 on GeoLeads? Nearest 50? Sure. Preview. Here we go, guys. Bam. These are all my neighbors. Get leads. Okay, I'm importing now all my phone numbers. Do you just want to start up on yours too?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need this or do you just want yours? What's easiest for you?
Well, so everyone can see. Do you want me to do it on that?
Yeah, why don't you do this? Here. You can just put your phone number in here on this. You need this. Why did Diane show up? Yeah, Diane is my homeowner. So we're not going to call Diane to talk to her about selling her house.
She was a canceled, by the way,
Oh, that's right.
listing. By us.
Yeah.
Grouchy lady.
Where are you going, to yours?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were using mine.
No.
This is exciting.
This is going to be more for you guys because you likely are just starting out, so you don't have a lot of business that you've worked with. So I use Mojo for my dialer. I use RedX for my leads. Don't tell RedX.
This is being recorded and Patrick works with Mark.
That's fine.
So essentially, Patrick, if you want Kent's title business, you just let him know that you're going to report that, or he can use you for title.
Okay, so data dialer. So this Sherry and Timothy Dew house, for example, 102, what is that, north? 10292. I didn't sell this house. I always look up the agents, and I know if they're from a crappy brokerage, they're probably not prospecting, so I will prospect for them. Because people want good news. I don't know if I can say this. Never say, I just sold a home. Say a home recently sold in your area. And you'll hear that in scripting.
So one of the main reasons why, because he's right now, especially when you're coming out as a newer agent, right? You don't have a large inventory to be able to say, these were my homes that I actually sold. So for example, Kent is harvesting. He's going through and finding, mom and pop shop brokerages that probably don't have prospecting agents in it. They're just kind of part-timers in it.
Yeah, I always look at their numbers. If they're not doing numbers, they're not.
So if an agent doesn't have a lot of transactions, he'll gather that home, plug it into the dialer. He'll look at the stats, seeing that the home sold for X amount of dollars this quickly. And then what he's doing right now is plugging that neighborhood into his dialer. And he's not calling as that listing agent. He was not the one that listed the home and sold it. So he's saying, don't ever say, I sold this home. A home recently sold in your neighborhood. And he's calling with the good news of it. Are you up and running yet?
I'm writing this down, this address.
Just taking your sweet time.
Creek what? 6630 West. It sold for 630. It was listed at 619, sold for 630 in 3 days.
Yikes. Yeah. That's a good one.
Great one.
When you say sold in 3 days?
Under contract. Yeah.
Under contract, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We're talking, and most of the world, right? The world, did this house sell? They don't understand the words under contract, backup, active time clause. They don't know those things. So just going into the fact of, yeah, it's it totally sold. Yeah.
Tireless,
Just take your time, dude. It's fine.
not dialed. I'm just gonna call the ones that I've never dialed.
That's a good idea. Okay, so now what this does is this contacts his phone, and he's got his AirPods on. We don't want your AirPods on because we want to hear the other people.
Oh, okay.
We want to hear you talk to him.
You're gonna see though that people are pretty dang nice. You'll get some grumpy people, but for the most part, they don't really care. If you're calling geo leads. Okay, then let's start.
You have reached the readers.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
This is why at the same time you watch the NBA playoffs.
And YouTube, lots of YouTube.
Or people play music in the background.
Hello. Hi, good morning. I'm looking to speak with Colton.
If you'd like to leave a message,
Ah,
we'll return the call.
tricky.
Sneaky sneak.
That was tricky.
Did he give the whole hello, awkward pause?
Yeah.
And then,
Hello?
did he got you good?
Yeah.
He got you good, dude.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. I'm looking to speak with Ronald.
Speaking.
Hey, Ronald, this is Kent Brown with Summit Realty. I was just calling with a little bit of neighborhood news. Sherry and Timothy Dew just sold their home over on 6600 West. It sold in 3 days at $12,000 above asking, and we still have.
Yeah, I'm not interested. Thank you.
Do you happen to know of anybody? He was nice. He just said he wasn't interested. What does that matter?
This is Steve. Can I help you?
Hey, Steve, can you hear me any better?
I can hear you great. Can you hear
Perfect. Yeah, I can hear you great. Sorry about that. Hey, I was giving you a call by chance. My name is Kent Brown. I'm with Summit Realty. By chance, do you live in Highland, Utah?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Okay. I'm calling on a Gregory Walsh, so just wanted to make sure. We just sold a home just recently sold up there. It sold in 3 days for $12,000 above asking. Still a lot of interested buyers in the area. And I was calling to see if for the right price you might consider selling.
No, not a chance.
Not a chance. Okay. Any pesky neighbors that you want me to get rid of?
No, not really.
Not really?
Not really. That's part of it. I like the people around here too. So.
Hey, not a problem.
Nobody I know of, man.
Say that again.
I said nobody I know of that's looking to move.
Hey, I know that's the problem we're running into. Inventory is pretty low right now. Have you lived in the area quite a while?
No, only a few years.
Only a few years. Okay. Well, you're in a good spot. If you were to ever move, where would you consider going?
I'm not planning on moving at all. It would
Ever.
have to be like something would have to force me. Like I would not, as my option, make a move. It would have to be. Someone would have to move me out of here for some reason.
Work or anything. Okay. Well, will you do me a favor? Again, my name is Kent Brown. I'm with Summit Realty. If you ever run across anybody looking to sell, we're desperate for inventory right now and trying to find our buyers' homes. Would you give me a call? My number's on your caller ID.
Yeah, I got your number here, the 218.
Yep, that's it. That's it. You're the man. I appreciate you.
All right. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye now.
Okay, hold on. How's everybody feel about that? Can you do it? Rich? Callie? Who wants to try? Get on up here, Tristan. Come on. Let's do it together. Tristan, get up here.
You got this. It's easy. It's an easy call. Hey, I'm just calling with some neighborhood news.
Here, we'll show you one more, okay? He's got some of these scripts, right? But a lot of this, let's do one together.
Do one what?
Together.
Like a role play or a call together?
No, like a call.
I've never done that before.
I know. Let's do it. That way, if you guys ever stumble, Ken will be right here with you.
Oh, you're going to.
Hey, Carl.
I'm with you. Yeah, what? Hey, Brett.
Hey, how's it going, man? Hey, what do you pay for for Mojo?
So each of them are.
If you did Geo Leads and Mojo single line dialer, it'd be like $150 a month.
Okay.
Yeah, the best news I can give on that is shop around, because like I said, there are four pillars to this, right? There's 4 different guys. $329 for their all-inclusive package, right? And then Vulcan works that you pay 3 months, get 1 month free. That's how they work.
Okay. And
so,
what were the companies? Sorry, I've been in my car. Mojo.
People call it Moho. Mojo.
Okay.
Vulcan, VULCAN with the number 7. Vulcan 7.
Okay.
You've got Land Voice. I'm going to save you time there and don't need to call them. Okay.
Okay, I'll cross it out right now.
Yeah. And then you've got the Red X. THEREDX.
I might have missed this, but are we sure that all
Okay.
provider not PNC numbers?
The system will scrub it for you. So, yeah. Yep. It'll scrub it for you. That's what they all do. Okay, so
Thank you.
This is how we're going to do this, just in case they stumble, right? Let's introduce it as.
You're making the call.
Yeah, but like we talked about before, where, hey, it's Kent and Carl. There's 2 of us on the phone. Let's give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot and see if we can kind of edit a way today to make it more comfortable.
That was a wrong number too. But he lived in Highland, so it's good.
Are we calling about Sherry and Timothy Deuce?
Yeah.
But we call him Tim.
I call him Tim. They don't know who he is. Hello, good morning. I'm looking to speak with John.
You got the wrong number.
Do I, by chance, have you ever lived in Westfield Cove in Highland? Just have the complete. Okay, I must have the wrong information then. My apologies. Well, I have you. Are you looking to buy or sell any properties?
Yep, no problem.
Okay, thanks, sir. Bye. I didn't even tell him who I was. That was dumb.
We didn't even get there.
Whatever.
Okay, here we go. Here's one more.
He's probably one. Yeah, I was just trying.
That's also not a good number then. So essentially what you're seeing, right, is all of these companies that you guys use, whoever they are, they provide multiple phone numbers for you, right? And then your job is to just use your dialer to try to break down your different people that you're trying to contact. So it's just
Hello, good morning. I'm looking to speak with Tiffany.
No one by that name lives here.
Ah, darn it. By chance, do you live on Westfield Circle in Alpine?
No, but I used to. That's Tiffany Schultz.
Oh, yep. That's who I'm looking for. Okay, then.
That used to be my house like 6 years ago, so she's been there for a few years in the house.
Yeah, your number got crossed with it. I was just calling because Timothy and Sherry they lived in right by you guys in the past, I guess. They just sold their home. It sold in 3 days at 630,000. It was originally listed at 619, and we're having a heck of a time finding homes for buyers. By chance, have you folks ever considered selling your home?
Well, it's funny because I'm a designer and I work with a lot of builders, and it's crazy right now. So you're looking
Oh,
at
man.
houses, but
Looking to sell some, yeah, sell something to our buyers.
I know. I don't think Tiffany's not up for it. They're still fixing up and doing stuff. I fixed that house up. That's why I'm running that house. And no, but we're just now buying the house we're in, which is close by there, and it could not. They tried to sell it for like 4 years. It's got some weird stuff, but geez, the prices are up right now, so I'm gonna buy
yeah.
it. I got it for a good price.
Congratulations.
It's in the same neighborhood. It's about 6,000 square feet, and I'm getting it for 700. So.
Oh, that is fantastic. I don't blame you at all for pulling the trigger. And my name is Kent. What was yours?
Carrie.
Carrie. Very nice to meet you, Carrie.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever run into anybody that's looking to sell, we'd sure love to chat with you. Would you save my number and give me a call if you ever run into anybody?
I will.
Okay.
I know everybody around here, so I'll keep it on here. Carrie.
I love it, Carrie. Thank you so much. You have a great one.
Yeah.
Bye now.
You too. Bye.
Crushed it. Okay.
Kind of.
I mean,
she's buying a house, but
crushed it as in she's super rich.
That's why I call Alpine. Huh? I only say yeah. I can go for 4 more minutes, and then I'm gonna my Zoom call, and then I'll come back.
We got Ken for only 4 more minutes, and he's got to go do his calls. So.
Hello, we are not available now. Please.
I don't leave messages. That's up to you, if you want to or
You can
not.
pre-record messages on most of the things, so that when it comes to it, you just click leave voicemail, and we'll just leave a nice recorded message. Ken just doesn't like getting calls back.
All right, yeah, take your call. Leave a message.
Jacob Fackrell. Good. That's a line voice on there.
Oh, that is it.
Where'd you get my number? Line voice. No, you didn't. You're right. It would have been the wrong number. Hello, good morning. I'm looking to speak with Mr. Ashworth. Hey, Mr. Ashworth, this is Kent Brown with Summit Realty. I was calling because Sherry and Timothy Dew over on 6600 West just sold their home. It sold in 3 days at $12,000 above asking, and we still have buyers looking in the area. Was curious if for the right price you folks might consider selling your home on Valley View Drive. No, not at this time. Do you have any neighbors that you might be looking to get rid of?
No.
No, not right now. Okay. Have you lived in the area quite a while?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we do quite a bit of business up there. Again, my name is Kent Brown with the Summit Realty. I mean, if for the completely right offer, you wouldn't even entertain the idea of selling? No.
We're good where we're at. Thanks for calling them.
No, I appreciate you taking my call, Mr. Ashworth. Again, my name's Kent. If you ever have anybody, please save my number. It's all prospecting. It's pretty boring. Yeah. Yeah, they hung up. No, they hung up. Oh. So you
How
ready?
rude.
You ready? You have one right
Just feel it in your heart. Feel it in your heart. You got this, Tristan. We believe in you. Okay, Tristan, what are you about? Come on up here. Get on up here. Okay. What are you about to ask them, right?
You know, just if it's the right number, right? Or ask them their name, where they live.
Okay, so
I was paying attention, I promise.
Good.
I just don't know what to say.
So you can just follow this script.
so come check this out
Hi, this is Tristan with KW. I just
with Chris. Just
we'll
listed.
do just sold. But a home just sold in your area.
There you go. Hi, this is.
Tristan Danner.
Don't even need your last name.
Okay.
Don't waste time. Hi, this is
Tristan.
with.
KW. Should I say Keller Williams?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
With Keller Williams.
Yeah.
A home. Let's scratch that. Can I write on this? A home.
A home just recently sold in your area for
Over on. Right here.
6600 West.
So this is a good example of a script, right?
Mhm.
But we're going to practice something else here. Okay? Ready?
Yeah.
Pick up the microphone.
Okay.
Don't need to look at that.
Hi, this is Tristan with Keller Williams. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Hey, do you by chance live on 6600 West
Yeah, I do.
or near? Okay. Yeah, a home just recently sold in your area
Change 6600 to the Alpine.
in Alpine.
Yeah.
Do you currently live in Alpine?
Yeah.
Okay, great. A home recently sold in your area, 12,000 over asking price. It was originally listed at 619, and it sold for 630.
That's it. That's
You-
great. And then what's next?
Are you by chance looking to sell a house?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. What do I say after that? Just
Say
let's
great.
set up a meeting.
Let's set up an appointment.
All right, let's.
So
set-
that's
set up
the
an
biggest
appointment.
key, right? Is feel comfortable in this, right? Picture that you're not using a phone. Picture that you're just talking, and you are an outgoing person. You're good at this, right?
Yeah.
You're just having a conversation with someone. That's all you're doing. So when somebody answers the phone, you can't really mess this up. Remember that off the bat. There's no super botch of doing this. You're just getting comfortable enough that they realize you're a human being and that you've got good news. So Sherry and Tim just sold the home over in wherever this is. They just sold their home. What was it? 12,000. There it is. 12,000 over asking in 3 days. Okay. By any chance, have you thought about selling your home? We've got a lot of leftover buyers. There you go. Feeling ready? This is it. Grab this little guy. Where is it? Oh, it's already on. Hold this. Get your microphone up. Well, you don't want it too much on that because then they're going to hear it.
Mhm.
So keep it down a little bit there, and you've got that. All right. I don't even know how to use this. I've never used Mojo.
Should we use your dialer?
I think I go to the next. Oh, it's ringing. Okay, watch this. This will tell you who's hopefully answering the phone. Okay. You got this. It's on. You will just hear someone say hello. You're number one, dude. So you see up here, this is rotating for you different phone calls. So it's already going. When they answer, it will appear right here. Okay. And you're welcome to watch your script if you want. Somebody wants to answer. Come on. Like I said, this is why you guys have to get. That's why Kent watches basketball YouTube videos.
Sean, you reached my voicemail. Sean, I'm not available right now. Please leave me a detailed message.
No contact. Next record. Sandy Powell. Oh yeah, everybody's doing this. Oh, that's a fax line. Let's get rid of that crap. Is it this that's interfering?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Hi, is this Jacqueline? Oh, it's calling back.
Oh, because she answered?
Hi, is this Jacqueline? Oh, Sean. Where's Sean? No. Is this Sean? No. Okay. Do you by chance live in Highland, Utah?
I have. Who's this?
This is Tristan with Keller Williams. How's it going?
It's fine.
Good. Do you by chance?
For a house or something?
Yeah. Are you looking to sell or buy a home?
No.
All right.
Do you know anybody? Yeah, of course. All right.
Okay.
Sorry about
All right. Sorry about that. Have a great day.
Dude, you did great.
That's hard.
That was good. How'd you feel?
It's stressful with an audience.
Oh, well, let's put the audience on the spot and we'll rotate. Mason, get up here.
Hey, what did that guy say at the end of the phone call?
Oh, he had.
Take me off your list.
Yeah, he had. Sorry, I don't know which one I'm talking into. He has to be taken off the list because you have the wrong number. Which again, remember, guys, you did great every time. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, we're moving on. Here you go. You've got this. Bum bum bum.
Popcorn Carly.
So that one right there, we're gonna say, do not call contact, right? Because he asked.
Take me off your list.
Take me off your list. So now it's already moving to the next ones. Mason, you're watching up here. Anybody answers, they're gonna appear right here on this. Okay. Feeling fresh, feeling big, feeling brave, feeling strong. And you've got big deal Aaron here watching you. Big deal.
Hi, is this Donna Harris?
No, this is Randy.
Oh, Randy, sorry about that. Yeah, my name is Mason with Keller Williams. How are you doing today?
Good.
Awesome. Your neighbors, Sherry and Tim, recently sold their home. Your previous neighbors, I should say, recently sold their home $12,000 over asking price in 3 days. Are you guys by chance looking to sell your home?
No, we're not. We're moving to El Salvador in about a month, and my children are going to live in it. So.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, you want to go to El Salvador?
I'd love to. I speak some Spanish. I'd love to practice up.
Where did you learn your Spanish?
I learned my Spanish in Mexico, actually. Monterrey, it's northern Mexico.
Monterrey, en la misión de Monterrey?
CS, yeah. That's. Oh, qué bueno.
Entonces, magnífico que ya estaba allá. Qué magnífico. Yeah, we're going back down to be the president of Temple El Salvador. So.
Oh, that's amazing. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to it for you. You don't know anybody in your area who's looking to buy or sell at the time, do you? Yeah, I can imagine. When you get back from the temple down there and your kids are looking to buy, would you pass my name along?
Sure.
That'd be fantastic, yeah. My name's Mason. My number's on your caller ID. What was that?
Where you out of?
We're out of Orem here, 800 North, Keller Williams Westfield.
I know Orem well. And it all used to be orchards.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, we're just over here by the Winco.
Yeah, I know where you are. Yeah, I live back in Utah. I was vice president of the University of Michigan and vice chancellor for the University of Florida State.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, we'll keep it in mind, and it's a nice homes up here. We started this. We just put about another $750,000 into it. So never get my money out of it. Anyway, well, good. We'll keep it in mind.
Pleasure to meet you, Randy. I hope everything goes great down there for you. And am I okay to send you an email with my information? Is your email still rjharrisd@hotmail.com?
That's correct, yes.
Wonderful. Well, I am looking forward to that for you down there. Mucha suerte.
Ya vamos a hacerlo, no hay problemas, y vamos a ver qué pasa con el país, ¿verdad?
Así es, cuídese mucho.
Aquí, y lo haremos. Y lo mismo a usted.
Ok, adiós.
Adiós.
How do I do, big dog Aaron?
Woo! 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 Mason!
This is the best Ignite class I've ever been to. I wish I was there. It's entertaining.
Aaron. Okay, I'm on now. That's messed up. I was talking the whole time. Brett, Aaron was asking where you are.
Hey, can I ask you a quick question before we do our next call?
Yeah.
When he brings up his mission, can I talk about my mission?
Well,
He's asking me about my mission in Mexico.
is there any law against bringing up your religious point of view as somebody else has their own religious point of view? No. Yeah, you're fine to.
Okay, I didn't want to ignore his question, but I also didn't want to.
Yeah, you're also like, I'm in Ignite class. Oh, crap. Am I going to offend anybody that's watching this? No. So your whole purpose of making calls, right? The entire purpose is to personally connect with the person. You will never succeed in producing a lot of leads unless you learn how to read the conversation in the person. There may be times that you talk about your mission because, oh man, by the way, yeah, I was going down there. I did a mission over in Mexico too. Congratulations. That's a bond you guys have. You just created something together, right? At the same time, there's various different options. You know, I've gotten into conversations with people about firearms. That's a hot topic, right? Second Amendment rights. I don't know. Just for some reason, sometimes on the phone, conversations come up about how people feel. Our job as true salesmen is to mirror them, right? Your goal is to.
I didn't want to say anything that I'm not supposed to say.
No, you're welcome to let it rain, man. You let it rain. You mirror the person that you're speaking to so that they become more comfortable and instantly try to trust you. Otherwise, how are they going to trust you with selling his freaking $1 million home that he just put $250,000 restorations into, right? So remember that. Whenever you're on these calls, I'm cutting in and out, mirror your phone talk, your conversations with your people, right? Try to produce what they have. I put away all of my political, personal, religious, all of my views go to the side, and I just mirror whatever they're talking about. So if I want to get on the phone with someone and they tell me that they hate people, Hey, by the way, yeah, I'm actually wearing a mask right now because I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? And let it rain, guys. Enjoy. Got to create that bond and that conversation with them. Okay. Peter Morkel actually had a really nice discussion about this in one of his things where he showed up to a house to do a listing presentation, right? And he arrived as the board's been asking us, when you go to homes, wear a mask, right? And he was like, oh, crap. Well, I showed up and they weren't wearing masks at all, and they can't see my face and see that I'm really nice. And he goes, and then I didn't find out till later that they're actually interviewing other agents. And he goes, but then when I stepped back outside, I just pulled my mask down to smile at them and give them a friendly hello. You see how he connected with them and showed them. He stepped outside. He connected with them how they wanted to present. And he was like, I was so happy I won that listing presentation. He was their agent. Yep. So that was something he shared, I don't know, a few weeks ago. You remember that? Yeah, just a few weeks ago, he talked about that. I had to step back outside, take off my mask, just show them how nice and friendly I am because he's mirroring what they do. So practice that. Rich, let's do this, man. Are you ready? Woo! Let's hope we don't have that awkward, like 10-minute pause again between. That's on, I believe. Yep, we're still on? Yes. Okay. Mason, you got all your contact info for your new best friend? So this is the dialer. This is the dialer. This stays on always. It's on speakerphone. So yeah, which one were you? Right there. So this right here is showing what you just had. 801-660-0077, also listed here. And that's his email that you got.
Yeah, got the email.
While we're sitting in this meeting, you should have your phone out right now. What a pleasure chatting with you. I wish you luck on your mission. Right? Because honestly, guys, like we've talked about, the whole purpose of prospecting is not to produce an instant lead that's going to close today, right? You're not going to find someone that probably says, hey, I'm going to help buy a house tomorrow with you, right? That's probably not going to happen. You are creating relationships to follow up and grow the sphere that you're trying to produce, your influence group that knows who you are and likes you. Okay, Rich, here's your microphone. More talking to that. No, that. A little, yeah. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. I don't even know it. Oh, contact. No, we don't want Kent to have this. We're not giving this to Kent. Okay, if I click contact, it's going to be his. So let's just put it the DNC contact so Kent can't call him. We're up, Rich. Again, Rich right here, showing you different people that you're dialing. If it connects with one of them, it will appear here. I have no idea. Oh, dialing and then next in queue. Okay.
Yeah, hi, is this Dennis?
Who's calling?
This is Rich with Keller Williams.
Uh-huh.
Do you still live in Highland?
I do.
Okay, awesome. So there's a home in your neighborhood that just recently sold above asking price. And just wanted to know if you.
What address?
What's that?
What address?
Six.
There are two homes for sale on that block.
Okay. Yeah, it was Sherry and Tim at 10292 North and 1630 West. Hey, yeah, and it sold in 3 days. And it was, yeah, 12,000 above asking. So yeah, the reason for my call is just to find out if you've ever thought about selling. We're kind of low on inventory right now. A lot of buyers out there who are, looking for homes, and just wondering if you've ever thought about selling.
We have. There's another home on our that sold above asking price. Sold in about 3 days as well. Rangers. That was about several weeks ago.
That's.
Thought about it. We just big put.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, we thought about it. We just don't know if we're up to make another move.
Oh, okay. Is there a reason why you wouldn't want to move?
Well, yeah, it's a lot of work. Plus, you'd have to find another home.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely something I can help you with. What area are you interested in moving to?
Probably staying in somewhere in Highland or American Fork or PG in that area.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I love that area. It's an awesome area. Well, would you be okay if I came and met with you and told you what I could do for you?
Not for about 10 days because I just got out of the hospital, so I'm not seeing people. But in about 10 days, I might, yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah. So 10 days. Okay, so let's see. Let me look at my calendar.
Yeah, sometime
After the 19th. How about the 21st? Would that work?
That's Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might work.
Okay. Is there a time that's best for you?
Well, in the evening sometime.
6 o'clock?
Yeah, sometime. Yeah, that probably would work.
Okay, great. And let's see. Do you have an email that I can get from you? Confirm appointment.
Yes, Dennis L. Kane, DNNISLKANE email.
Okay, great. And then, okay, and this is the best number to reach you on?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what number you dialed, what number you dialed.
Let's see. It's 801-756-7710.
Yep, that's the right one.
Okay, great. Okay, Monday perfect. At 6 p.m. Okay, so Monday at.
I'll be interested in hearing what homes sold for over specifically. The address you gave me doesn't register on our street, but it's somewhat close by, so I'd like to hear about that. And then yeah, that's mostly to understand that. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, sounds great. So we'll just plan on Monday the 19th at 6 p.m. Or sorry, the 21st.
Monday the 21st.
Yeah, Monday the 21st at 6 p.m. Okay, great.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Dennis. Okay, have a good day. Bye. We'll see ya.
Bro! Yes! There we go! All right.
Congratulations, man. That was awesome.
Did that?
Hey, Brett, where are you at today?
I just didn't want to be around you, Tristan.
Makes sense.
Guys.
Just kidding.
Is it just because I left you in that class all by yourself yesterday?
Mr. Rich. That was awesome. Did we just make a mistake, though? How do I go back? No, but how do I get the address of what we just called? Oh, I know. It's recorded. So we'll just have to go look at the recording. We'll rewind the recording. Mark the time that we're at. Where are we at? Zoomites? Is there a time frame on there? Becca, do you see a time? It was 11:19 a.m. Okay. Okay.
Hey, I got a question, Carl.
Please, Brett.
So when you're calling people and you're introducing yourself and you say, "Oh, this is Brett with Keller Williams." I mean, not everybody knows what Keller Williams is. Should you say something like Keller Williams
No.
Real Estate or just Keller Williams?
My personal opinions on this, no. Most of the time, you're going to engage with an audience in a couple seconds, right? So as for Dennis, Rich, we're going to put you on the spot here, right? The beginning, you felt a little shaky, right? Super shaky. Didn't feel super smooth and connected, but Dennis is interested. So if you're finding someone and you're hunting down these people that are just sitting at home trying to figure out what they're going to do, they're going to connect with you, whether or not whatever words you stumble through. So the key for me is just to get the initial starts, right? When I talk to Tristan, I don't say my last name. This is Carl. I'm with Keller Williams. The whole point of this is that I want people to just initially grab, and they're going to let me know where the interest level sits, okay? As you saw with Kent didn't grab any good leads, but had a lot of fun with people. The whole thing is just to make yourself, you got to feel lighthearted, because Rich made his first prospecting call and just got a listing appointment on what we assume to be somewhere between $600,000 and $700,000 home, okay? He's hooked on the Kool-Aid. He is ready to do this forever. But in reality, you're going to make hundreds of dials to harvest a couple nuggets. Prospecting started in the very beginning from prospecting for gold. This, everybody's different. Like I said, you're going to need to just call around and kind of get things rolling. Well, we could talk afterwards about who I prefer, what I love doing. But yeah, it's all about just gathering your contacts. So let me resume this. We've got time for Mason. Did you want to go? If you want to go, you can do it. We've got about 9 minutes left. I can make one. Okay. I don't want you to feel left out here.
Hey, I got another question, Carl.
Yeah, Brett.
So you're talking about, this is prospecting. So what is lead generation? Isn't this lead generation?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Same thing?
Prospecting is the form of reaching out to people actively to lead generate. Okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense there? So you're prospecting. Picture it like you're harvesting gold in the mountains of Alaska. Okay? You're grabbing dirt. You're putting it in a pan, running water through it. You're trying to find the gold nuggets. This whole entire making dials and smiling and all this stuff, this is trying to create our contacts there like that, all right? So I'm going to power up. Let me see what we got. Oh, hello, can you hear me a little better?
Hi.
Hey, is this Matt?
No, this isn't. No.
Oh, shoot. I'm trying to reach Matt over on in Highland on Treasure Cove. You don't by any chance live in Highland, do you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I can give you his phone number if you want.
I'd love that. Yeah.
Awesome. It is 801.
Okay.
512-3494.
Are you related to him?
Yeah, I'm his son, yeah.
Oh, nice, man. Well, appreciate that. Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks so much, and I'll give him a call.
All right, have a good one.
You too. Thanks.
Is there a reason you didn't ask him any questions about real estate?
Yeah, it's a son. I don't want to get in that. I don't know Kent's password, and I just hung it up. Going to my phone. It's okay. This last one, anyways. 801-512-3494. Oh, is the next one right here.
Hello.
Matt, how's it going? It's Carl with Keller Williams.
good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hey, I'm calling with great news today. I don't know if you know Tim and Sherry Dew over in your neighborhood. Did you know that they listed their house, sold it in 3 days, 12,000 above asking?
I had no idea.
It's freaking crazy over there. It's a bloodbath in this market. I'm actually just making calls, trying to check in with people to see if they are possibly interested in helping our inventory shortage get their home on the market, make fat cash, live a happy life.
I'm way interested in cash, but I have zero interest in moving now.
Well, what if I sell your house for so much cash, I hire a moving company for you? Then you don't have to move. You just tell people to do it.
Well, I love my neighborhood. I love my neighbors.
I love that.
Other place I want to leave.
That's the hardest part to it.
I love it. I heard that another person in my neighborhood got 1.4 million, and I was like, holy crap.
Isn't it crazy right now?
So,
it's just blowing my mind. Well, I know you said you love your neighborhood and neighbors, but by any chance, any of them you don't like that you want me to contact and get rid of? No? What about last chance on Facebook there? You got anybody posting in the neighborhood Facebook page saying, hey, I've been thinking about selling, anything like that?
Nope. I don't know if anyone's wanting to move.
Well, shoot, I'm just desperate to find a home for these clients, so I guess we've struck out here, Matt, haven't we?
Yep.
If you ever change your mind, do you mind saving my phone number?
For sure. I do. And that would be not a problem.
And what were you going to say? I cut you off.
No.
All right.
No, I'm good.
All right, Matt. Well, you have a lovely day. Hope you have a good one.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks. We'll see you. Bye-bye. Okay. Guys, that pretty much wraps up our prospecting class. Remember, for me, it's not about just scripts, right? It's just about connecting with the person. I don't want them to hang up on me. I want them to feel connected to me, to be able to know I'm just a cool person doing my thing, hunting for clients. I'm not trying to shove it down his throat that I need him to pay me a commission. I'm trying to actively work really hard for my clients to find a home. So that's a lot of what I play with. Guys, this has been fun. We said on Facebook, on the post, that we were going to get a lead, and we got one. Mr. Rich with the steel. Yes. I love everything about that. So guys, remember working on that. Specifically target your contact list. Do that today, okay? Mason, you got me? Go through some of your contact list and find people that you may not have actually really contacted with in a long time. Maybe set up a lunch appointment, do something like that. Again, that's a sphere prospecting. So if you're not quite ready to jump on the phones and cold call these neighborhoods and things like that and have fun conversations, awkward conversation, people to hang up on you, then at least working on targeting the people you know. Make things, just like Rich just said, he got a lead right off that yesterday, off an old contact that he hasn't even followed up with in a long time. So make it happen. The market is hot. And as long as you just find these people, they're interested in it. Yes, Tristan.
The class I was in yesterday, they said the market is expected to raise 8%. Do you think that's true?
Dude, every year the market has exploded in value. I feel like I know it was just January that I was hunting fourplexes desperately, and fourplexes were about the 500 range. Again, last night I lost a fourplex at 600,000. They had 8 offers, multiple cash and above asking. So, and we lost it. No, I don't. Sorry, Josh, I'll go look at your place soon. But honestly, that's your key, right? Is you gotta get in there. And the market, like duplexes, triplexes, they've increased in value almost $80,000 this year alone. It's just unhealthy. But we'll see what happens, right? Guys, thanks for coming to class today. Let's go make some money.
Thanks, Carl.
Thanks so much, Brett. We'll see you soon.
All right, man.